Hello, everyone. I'm Plasmor, as many like to call me, that guy, the Afro. I'm not uberly celebrating yet. Not yet. Two more games. Astros win game 5, and I was that close. I admit it, twice that close to saying congratulations to the Rays. Not yet. We're not there yet. The Astros have done something that only 3 other teams in the history of postseason baseball have been able to do. Come back down 3-0 and force a game 6. In fact, I remember specifically one of them because the Astros lost to them the series before. It was 1998, and it was the San Diego Padres who were down, I believe it was the Atlanta Braves, and forced a game 6. Of course, they would lose that series. I think the Braves ended up losing to the Yankees that year. I can't exactly remember, but the Braves, I don't remember exactly. Was it Braves or I know the Braves got to another scenario the year later with the Mets or something. I can't remember. Was it the Mets or the Braves? Anyway, not going to matter. We're here. Game 6 is tomorrow. And why? Why, oh, why? Carlos flipping Correa. I can't roll my R, but you get the idea. 416 to straightaway center. We've seen him hit some dramatic home runs in this postseason. Bottom of the 9th, 4-3 Astros. We stay alive for one more game, and now things are starting to get interesting. We almost brought in Valdez here in the 9th. We didn't have to. That's a sigh of relief. He could possibly pitch tomorrow. That's a good idea. But here we are. You can't go back and say, well, if the arrows didn't happen, we'd be up whatever, or we would have won the series. It doesn't really matter now. Here we are. Game 6 is tomorrow. And you got to wonder what happens with the Rays bullpen from this point forward. I mean, I hate to say this, but this series is all about the long ball. Tampa Bay had 3 solo shots. And I grant you, those were bombs, folks. Again, Rosmera is killing everything. Just murdering the baseball like it has no conscience or family. However, first pitch of the game we saw, Springer hit a home run. That was fair or foul. Ended up being fair. And then the long ball pretty much happened. But let's talk about Michael Brantley Jr. when he had that single in the 3rd. That was the first time we saw hits strung together for either team. Let's be honest. That was a first for a long time. We haven't seen hits strung together like that all series. That was one of them, except for one inning with the Rays when we made some big boo-boos. But we limited the damage again. This time we actually played better, I thought, overall than the Rays. I knew this was going to be a problem for the Rays when they had bases loaded, couldn't score. 2nd and 3rd, I think, or 1st and 2nd with no one out, they couldn't score. I knew they were going to have problems because they had chances to pretty much end our season at least 3 or 4 times in that game. Looking back at it, they could have easily it could have ended our season then, but they didn't. And let's give a little bit of hats off, though, to how, we could have easily been home already. We could have gone bye-bye multiple times in the last 2 games. Easily. Remember, that top of the 9th wasn't so easy. Okay, we almost gave that game away. We nearly gave it away again in the top of the 8th. But thankfully, the Astros pitchers were able to take control. Thankfully, Carlos Correa got a pitch that he drove. I can hear you. Game 6 tomorrow. And again, I'm not prophesying. This isn't me coming out and saying we're going to take game 6. I don't make that kind of stuff happen, folks. Sorry about that. But remember, there's been one time in the history of baseball, And it's a long history that a Game 7 was forced when you're down 0-3. Red Sox, 0-4. They went on to win the World Series. Again, you look at now how it's going on. The Rays bullpen is going to have to figure it out in Game 6. I'm not saying we're going to win Game 6 right off the top of my head, but at least they soaked up some innings this time. But unfortunately, it's the ones that it was the bad pitches. The Astros just hammered enough. Let's say it how it is. Bottom of first, George Springer, first pitch, set the tone. Here we go. This is going to be a slugfest. Sure enough, it was. Sure enough, the Astros won. And again, very rare. Yeah, I'm sorry. We're going to see what happens. Don't come down here and say some language unless I let you, buddy. So we'll see what happens in Game 6, but very much, here we go. Game 6 is tomorrow. You've heard that only 4 times in postseason baseball history when you're down 0-3. Well, I can say the Braves are kind of helping me out right now. The Dodgers are up 1-0 in the middle third as we speak. Oh, don't worry. If you lose Game 6, that's going to be the saying a lot of people are going to have about the Rays. But let's think about it this way. I'm not sure anyone's made this correlation, but the Tampa Bay Lightning, they won the Stanley Cup. Yay! Again, congratulations. We got a Game 6. Now, I'm not 100% sure about tomorrow. I've got to work. So I've got life going on. I've actually got something else I've got to announce this coming weekend as well. Interesting that it's going to happen, but let's be honest. Here we are. Game 6. Now we wonder if the bullpen for the Rays is going to be able to hold up. Now we got to wonder if the Rays are okay. I'm not saying they're not. They played better defense for about 2 or 3 games. Okay, let's be honest. Their defense has put them in this position. Let's not make any mistake. Our offense has struggled, yes, but when we've been hitting, it's 406 to straightaway center, and nobody's going to catch that. I can't believe the Rays had 4 outfielders with Bregman, but it paid off for all of maybe 2 pitches. So again, don't know if I'm going to have the video reacting tomorrow, but right now, Astros 4, Rays 3, we still have life. We still have a chance. That's what matters tomorrow in Game 6. Like, share, subscribe. I will win or lose on Saturday. For sure, talk about if we either go to the World Series or how this season handled it. And I also have an announcement to make this weekend. I've been waiting, and I have something impressive that I'm going to be working on. Hold on for that. But anyway, we'll be back to general fandom coming up on this weekend. We'll say one more video at least with the Astros. Until I'll see you guys again after Game 6 and possibly Game 7. Later.